Hello again guys, it's your buddy Greg and welcome back to another video. So today we're down in the Greg workbench area. I guess I'll take the camera off the Lego tripod so you can have a look around. That is a Style 5 Baby Ben movement, and I can't remember if I think I mentioned it in Greg Goes Antiquing episode 16. I said I was going to take my time. Well, I have been taking my time and look how it's turning out so far. This is a Style 5. This is from one of the Luminous models, and I think it's looking pretty good. You know, I don't have a bunch of opportunities to work on these things all the time, so I get what I can get done. So anyway, that's coming together nicely. We'll just have a look at the pivots one more time, actually. See, everything's in, everything's together. Let's see when this movement was built while we're at it. This one is from 1947. And it looks like they added an extra 7 there for good measure. There's 2 7s there. So this one's from July 16th, 1947. And as I said, they added another 7 there, you know, for good measure. That might be a stamping mistake. I'm not sure why that is. Oh, well, it's another Westclock mystery. And one other thing, this is my movement holder. It's literally from, I think it's for vitamins. This is how half the containers work around here. Some of them are caps. This one's a milk cap. That's an alarm assembly for a Style 5, which is right there. That's the clock. There's the alarm assembly and the 2 springs. And there's the movement. So yes, this movement is from one of these clocks. So it is from a Style 5. We'll put this back. If you got one of these things, they fit perfectly in here. I don't know what's... Actually, this thing has a serial number on it. There's serial numbers on this thing. MRP and 53 millimeters. So I guess that's what you need to know. And there's another number here as well, 27A. Okay. So we're actually going to get back on topic here. And there's a reason I'm actually filming down here other than just to show everything off. Oh yeah, and that's a parts movement, by the way. That's where I've had to get... This movement had some issues with certain pieces, and I had to get another movement, get some parts out. So that's all parts over there. So anyway, viewers, as I remount the camera again, so we've got kind of an oddity today. Well, what have we got? Well, I believe, I don't know if it was in 1947 or 46. I'm not entirely sure what was the exact date. But somewhere along the line, I believe it was the General Time Corporation got Westclock, and they bought Seth Thomas. They bought Westclock, bought Seth Thomas. And I don't know if they merged them exactly how it went. They either merged them, or I'm not entirely sure how exactly that went down. I might have to make a video on that just as a standalone thing, but I'm not entirely sure. So anyway, this is one of their products which they decided to do. I guess Seth Thomas, somewhere along the line, they needed an alarm clock, or someone wanted a Seth Thomas alarm clock of some sort. I don't really understand entirely why. But maybe it was because of this Catalin plastic. Isn't that nice, viewers? It's a Catalin plastic. It's not Bakelite. It's Catalin or Catalin. I think it's Catalin. Catalin. I'm trying to pronounce that right. So anyway, this clock's made of Catalin plastic, and as you may or may not have seen already, it's got those swirls in it. The lighting's kind of poor right now to show this off, but there's a bit more of that. It's all really dark on the front of the clock. And it is quite a magnificent looking clock, honestly. Maybe that's why, who knows, maybe it has something to do with the plastic. This is why they decided to do it. And why Westclock couldn't have done it, I don't know. But Westclock technically did do this because, and that's why the Style 5 Baby Ben is here, is because this has a movement in there. This is one of Westclock's clocks, technically. And this movement over here on the stand, it has this movement inside of it. So yes, it is technically a Seth Thomas Baby Ben. So it's a Seth Thomas Clock Company Baby Ben. Okay, well, I'll try not to get myself in there too much. As you can see, there's the iPhone, and there's my arm. So yeah, this thing is super reflective, even though it's kind of in poor shape a little bit here. The alarm, this still works. Everything, well, not everything still works on this, and we'll get into that. So the clock, I don't know if you've been able to hear it or not. It is ticking. I mean, both of them are ticking. I have them both running. And no, that is not the special version. This is just the standard style 5. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry about it. But this is just the standard style 5. No special case designs or whatever. If you've watched Greg Goes Antiquing episode 13, you'll know what I'm talking about, which was actually shot here as well. But still, this is just a standard number 5. Okay? So anyway, this one here, what was I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. I have to go back and look at the video. So now that I actually know what I'm talking about again here, as I said, these movements are both running, but they're not cleaned out yet. And that's what this one over here is for. It's getting cleaned out. So that's the whole point of that. And I don't know when this was from. And let me get a good pointer. This paintbrush will do. I don't know what exact year this was from, because I haven't opened it up. And I'm not doing that yet because it's like 9 o'clock at night. Hence the time on both of those clocks there. And yeah, I'm not opening this up. So let's go through some of the features here and see what's wrong with this. Okay, well, if we look at the original Baby Ben, the Style 5. Also, this here is also Style 5, so, you know, that's part of it. This has as you know, just a standard time set, the alarm set here. There's the alarm. I'll do a bit of the alarm, I guess, just to compare them. And I'll get the alarm actually wound up here, because it's not wound up. Isn't that a nice sound? Oh, yeah, that's another problem with this Baby Ben here. Something's up with the spring. And I don't entirely know what. So, anyway, here's the alarm. And I know the cuckoo clock just went off there. And then the spring tension, something's up with that spring there. Look, you can just wind it forever. You hear it click there? See that? You can just keep on going with it forever and ever. So, yeah. This one needs service as well. And that's, yeah, so. I've talked about this movement here enough. So anyway, standard alarm, this is how you turn it. This knob here is how you turn the alarm. You know, pretty you know, there's nothing really terribly special other than it's West clock. And this here, if you look at the controls, they're in the exact same positions. Even the screws are in the same spot. Look, the slow and fast, winding key, winding key, winding key. Even these little crowns here on the alarm, on the ends of the alarm staff here, those are also the same. And also the instructions here, this says soft and loud. Made in Canada, 1931. Alarm, time, they got the arrows and everything. All the arrows and stuff, I don't know if you can even read it on here, but all that stuff's the same. Time. Yeah, I think everyone understands by now that this is basically a Westclock product. Even though it's got Seth Thomas's name on it, which I don't, as I said, I don't entirely understand why that is. But it makes a cool collector's piece anyway. So we've been talking about servicing clocks a lot here. As I said, this one needs a service. This one needs a service. I feel like this is almost getting into some kind of crappy running gag with me bringing this up. Even though I don't think that's what a running gag is. Greg gets called an idiot because he doesn't know what running gag. He also doesn't know how to speak either. That's a problem. So this here, someone has jammed. I don't know what exactly happened, but someone has jammed this alarm, the alarm hand. I don't know what exactly has happened here, but if we grab some parts for the alarm, here's the part that holds the alarm hand, and here's that little trip thing there. I want to get the gear for it. That's in there. That's another container, by the way. That's off a milk cap, or that is a milk cap. So this is how the alarm actually operates here. We'll get this turns as you set the, hold on, I'm trying to get it to focus here. Oh, can I not get it to focus? Will it not focus for me? So anyway, when you set the alarm, this thing turns. You know, that's what happens. This piece turns. And eventually, when you reach this part, I don't know if you can see it or not, it's moving up and down. When it gets to the bottom here, or more like that, I guess it goes this way. When it gets there, the alarm trips. And I don't know what exactly went wrong with this one over here, but this gear doesn't seem to want to move. It barely wants to. I mean, it's a struggle to get it to move. I don't know what happened or why it's like that, but it seems I'm gonna have to. If you turn it backwards, that's how you get this knob off. By the way, West Clock Repair Tip 101. I guess if you turn it backwards, this knob comes off, and then you can get the inner case apart. Because this here is just the bell. There's another case behind this, and you can get that off. Taking these knobs are, yeah, well, you can take the movement apart doing that. And I believe this one here is just a friction fit, which isn't always the greatest if you're trying to take it apart, because that can be very painful and stressful, and, well, to a degree, and you're going to need pliers if you're going to do that. Not smooth jaw pliers, but pliers with grips on them, such as these. So I don't entirely know what went wrong here with this alarm, because it doesn't want to. This hand it does not want to move, but you can do this. If you want to be really lazy, you can just do this with it, and I gotta wait till I get to the 12. Here we go. See, then, there it go, now once, there she goes. Now it'll move. And I'm only doing the one knob, if you're wondering, and see, that knob just turns automatically. Because that's how the gear train's done, I guess, that's how it's done. So anyway, now we'll do the alarm for this. I don't know if this is set to loud or soft or not. Set it to loud. Why not? That would be a nice little alarm clock, wouldn't it? Well, we've still got some more life left in us here. But yeah, oh yeah, and one felt foot is still there. The other one's gone. There's 2 screws there. I assume that's how you get I assume that's how this little brass plate is held on here, just by these 2 screws. And you're not supposed to take it off, because this is supposed to cover it, but there's no foot on that side. So anyway, I'll have to clean this whole thing. This whole plastic here has got a bunch of oil and crap, especially on the bottom. The lighting's kind of, oh yeah, there you can see it. There's a bunch of oil and crap all over this thing. The face is in poor shape. And I don't know if this has got radium hands or not. Or, well, no, the hands aren't radium, but the numbers look like they are. I don't know. I'll turn on the phone light and we'll see. So, yeah, the numbers aren't, well, I'm honestly not sure if they're radium or not, because I tried with my super-powered I guess it's more of a torch, honestly. I tried with my flashlight to get the numbers to glow. Nothing would happen. And I had luminous clocks right next to it. They glue. They glue? That's not a word. They glowed in the dark, unlike this one. They glue, believe it or not. Now just try it again here, and as I said, nothing's happened. So I don't know. I don't know if this is radium. It looks like it has a radium. Oh, as I'm tipping over the whole alarm tray here with alarm parts in it. Let me just put all this stuff back real quick here. And now if I move that over there. I don't know, because it has non-luminous hands. This is a non-luminous baby then. This one's got the standard non-luminous hand, just a paper dial. And if you want to see the dial, I've actually got a spare one over here from the spare clock. There's the spare one there. It's got a cardboard back on it. And if you're wondering to whether this one here is luminous or not, yes, it is luminous. It does have it is the radium version. So I'll do a video on that when it's repaired. If it gets repaired. I hope it does. Hope I don't screw it up too bad. I don't think I have so far. Seems to be going okay. So anyway, viewers, I believe that is it. Other than the fact we don't know if this is radium or not. Yeah, I don't know if it is, because I mean, it just looks like a type of paint. But the thing, it looks like it's chunky, like that radium paint is. But it doesn't glow, like, at all. It doesn't glow. Usually you could get something out of these clocks, but I've managed to get nothing out of this one. And not only that, but if it is radioactive, why does it have the non-luminous hands on it? You know what I mean? Like, why would it... generally, if a clock has radium numbers, the hands are going to be radium as well. But there's no radium here. There's clearly no radium there, so I honestly have no idea what the deal on that necessarily is. But yeah, I guess that's it, viewers. Other than the fact that it's basically almost identical in more ways than one to the original Baby Ben. That is the Seth Thomas Catalin clock. Isn't that a nice design? Let's just admire. I know we've been getting into the technical details of this a whole bunch. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice design? I mean, look at the back. That's pretty good. You can see the marbling, the marbled effect in this. It's really nice on this side. Yeah, you can't really see it, can you? Have a look at that, viewers. Have a look at that. Isn't that nice? We'll turn it around to the front. There's almost no marbling on the front, which I find hilarious, because why did they... Well, I guess you can see in person there is some marbling to the front. There is a little bit, and I think it barely picks up on camera. But in reality here, I mean, all the marbling is on the back. So... maybe, I guess it's just random what kind of plastic or how they do I guess this is all just random. So each clock is technically one of a kind because all the plastic's done, you know. There's no specific place it's going to end up. But anyway, somehow this has all ended up at the back and none at the front. So it looked like it's almost black at the front, which, I mean... Anyway, viewers. Oh, yes, and there is a... here, let me turn the phone light off. There is a page on clockhistory.com that Bill Stoddard, sorry, he runs that website. There's a page on these clocks on clockhistory.com, including this clock here. This one is mentioned. And, yeah, so there's a whole bunch of stuff. Seth Thomas did more than one Baby Ben stuff. And maybe they just did that because the Baby Ben movements are fun. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, they last a super long time, but did they know that then? I don't know. They're all nickel-plated, by the way. At least I think they are. Now it doesn't want to come off. That's how perfectly this fits on, viewers. It doesn't even want to come off, because it's just so perfect for that. Anyway, they decided I guess they decided that movement was good, and they wanted to use it. So that's what they did, and you know what? It works fine. The clocks look good. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that. Thing is, Wet Clock doesn't really get advertised for that, but I guess they're technically both the same company. Maybe the revenue gets split. Or got split. Because as you can see, it just says Seth Thomas on the front of this. But, yeah, viewers, I don't know. These clocks are kind of mysterious. They're shrouded in mystery. They're shrouded in mystery. So we don't entirely know what's going on with what here exactly. But who knows? Maybe someone knows. I don't know. If you do, don't hesitate to comment. But anyway, viewers, this is the Seth Thomas Catalin alarm clock here, and I'll take it. Yeah, this is the Seth Thomas Catalin alarm clock with a Baby Ben movement inside, and that's not just specifically for the style 5s. That runs for the style. Let me see, the style 3, style 4, style 5. And I don't know if the 6 didn't have that. The style 1, or the style, sorry. I'm saying, oh man, I cannot talk today, viewers. Sorry, the style 3 to the style 5 movement inside. So it was used on those clocks. So anyway, viewers, that's it for right now. And, yeah. Standard procedure, viewers. Just standard procedure. And I'll also do another video on this clock when it's repaired. What I'll probably do is I'll probably make a video showing a number of clocks when they're finished. And I'll try, and maybe I'll make videos when I'm repairing this one. Try and clean out that face, because that face just looks awful. Well, it doesn't look awful, but I mean, it looks dirty, right? I mean, it looks kind of pathetic. I don't know. I've seen them better. They're supposed to be like a vibrant white. And who knows, maybe that's why the face is dull, because the numbers are radioactive. I don't know. Why would they include radium numbers on a clock that has no radium hands, where you can't, like, literally, if you just looked at this in the dark in, like, 1951 or something, it would just be a lit-up clock face. There'd be no, you can't see what time it is. You clearly couldn't know what time it is because the hands are black and there's no luminous paint on them, so I don't know. I really have no idea. So anyway, viewers, I've rambled on enough. You get the gist of what's what here. And yeah, it's just standard procedure, viewers. Rambling on for another half an hour is just standard procedure. Welcome to the Greg channel.